Um, how do y'all feel about the equipment nowadays that's coming out that we're having?
You're talking about tornado, I would imagine?
Well, that's what we have.
It's crappy.
Yeah, you think that
everything changes on it constantly.
And that's
never right.
No quality control.
They're outsourcing to China now. I already know that.
It used to be perfect.
And I'm in a production business, and I know when you outsource to China, you sacrifice a lot of quality.
Yeah, I have to deal with these things on a daily basis, probably more than anybody on the planet, and I know what you're talking about. It just seems like there's no pride in workmanship anymore.
They're run by a major corporation, and nowadays
they want cash.
They want cash. They want to they want to make a higher profit margin, and the way to do it is to outsource the product.
Not only that, but there's certain issues at the table that they just aren't even. They just refuse to address
because it's money.
For example, the bumper. That would have been easy to fix years ago.
I know, but it's money that they have to spend to change it when they don't see a valid reason to change it.
It would make them more money though, fixing things like that.
Well, do you think? See, that's a good point right there. Do you think that it would actually make them more money to have tighter quality control?
Of course, over the long haul. Nobody wants to buy a table now because they're.
I don't want to buy 10 tables and put them on location. I got to buy 10 more in a year.
Well, you're looking at it as an operator and as a player. What do you think about as a distributor who is going to buy 20 tables and sell them to bars across the country?
He's going to look for price. He doesn't care about
That's right.
quality.
That's what I'm figuring. So
we're looking at it from a foosball tour standpoint.
So y'all would.
You're not looking at it from volume. As long as the tour is as small as it is, about Brunswick or whoever owns Valley now doesn't look at that. They look at table sales to the people that distribute to the masses, and they don't care what the table looks like.
So the players don't really seem to be very important to manufacturers, and that's because we're a tenth of their income.
Yeah. Well, foosball in general is small, compared to what they're, it's a small blip in the
small
radar
gross
screen.
Let's put it this way: I already know that Brunswick sells $12 million a year in shoes, and then what they sell in tables is less than $2 million a year. So look at it from that perspective. They don't.
So you really can't blame them for trying to cut back on costs.
It's not just Brunswick. I work for a major corporation too. Every corporation is trying to cut.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Somebody screwed it up. Why couldn't I blame them?
No. Well, yeah, you could blame them. You could blame them, but they're just trying to.
Eventually, they're going to have no product.
No, they'll always have a product. They just won't have.
They'll probably have a product, but there won't be a tour.
There won't be a driving force to want to buy one.
Well,
I think that's a good point right there, because if you've got 1,000 players out there playing, and this weekend we've probably sold 10 tables off the floor, those 10 tables wouldn't have gotten sold. And then whoever that guy is that took those 10 tables and puts them on location may pick up another 2 players that might want to buy a table for their house. So it's kind of propagating.
Well, it used to be everyone had a tournament soccer table. Now, why do you think that was? Because there was a tour, and it bleeds out from the tour, and everybody wants those tables, and everybody wants to be like Big Cat on the block.
Like buying Nike shoes or something.
Became big. Tournament soccer.
But you're looking. You can make the same argument that tournament soccer tables are crap too. Their quality control is terrible.
That's right. What happened to them? They died.
No, they died. They died because they lost the players.
They had a good quality table.
They lost their player base.
They started working with the players, and then all of a sudden Ed grew big, and then he got bought out. Now his product's starting to die again.
Now you were there. Both of y'all were there during the big, hoopla with tournament soccer. And did y'all ever receive tournament soccer bucks?
Yeah.
Never
funny money.
Funny money. Never got paid on them.
We got partially paid. They paid off in a way. It took a long time.
Some people got paid off right away, and then some people had to wait.
So you don't think it was management that caused TS to fail?
Sure it was.
Yeah, they just drove it in.
And then Dynamo came along.
They were a money maker.
Dynamo was already around. They just
weren't promoting the tour.
They just kind of picked up the tour where there was nobody doing it after TS.
And then came Tornado.
Tornado was around
then too.
And they were actually running tournaments before, but then Dave Currington kind of made it the main tour.
They were just in Texas. They were like a Texas.
That's not true. First it got into Colorado. Gil brought the table into Colorado, and then the tour kind of died for a while. Ned was running nationals in Colorado, and nobody even played for a couple of years. I remember 2 years, the national tournament was just at like a local food hall.
I remember the first tournament that Tornado and Dynamo had together. I helped set that one up where they were both on the same floor.
Is that 86?
Right.
No,
85.
85.
I think all of y'all were there.
No,
It's
it was,
85 was the last year they were together.
No.
It's 83, I won it.
it,
I won both
no,
tables.
no.
One with Bowers in 83 and then one with
80,
Maloney.
83 was Dynamo only.
That was Pro Built, wasn't it? Pro Built in 83?
82 was Pro Built. It was still all Dynamo. Pro Built was
Yeah,
Dynamo.
it was in the
2 years they had a
late
Dynamo
80s.
World
84 and 85.
Separate.
Tornado.
Separate.
A week
One
apart.
of them years
Yeah.
was 86.
The first year that they
86 was
actually
all
had,
tornado year.
No,
That's-
it was Dynamo and Tornado.
the first year that they
Because
had
you and
both
Horton
of them
won
was
that year.
86.
That was 85.
Was
So
it
they had
85?
Dynamo and Tornado together.
Okay.
87 they also had them together.
That's right.
And then 88 it was only Tornado.
Striker came out in 85, and the Dynamo Tornado
Striker
tournaments
came out in
didn't.
Striker came out in 86.
Yeah. The
86,
reunion tournament
and
was
then
86.
then that didn't. The Dynamo Tornado didn't happen until after that.
Right.
Right.
85 was still just Dynamo for the purpose. I mean, Tornado had a Worlds too, but Dynamo, they were separate. Yeah, they were separate, I guarantee it. And then 86, they were both at the same location, the same
Right.
weekend, and then 87 again, and then 88 it was
Well,
only
one year
Tornado.
they
I
were a
remember
week
watching
apart
the
because
tapes.
2 years I
Yeah.
won on both tables.
Yeah, that could have been 85.
And I remember I had to go from Tornado to Dynamo, and it was a tough. And that was the year I played with Bowers. It was in '83.
Okay, well,
Right, but
it was in the
that was
80s.
when they were separate though.
We'll
still.
agree on
Yeah,
that.
they were a week apart.
Right.